going on, everyone? Welcome tonight. For those of you that was with us last week, we do apologize about the audio. It was insane, right, Nikki? It was like it
Yeah.
was crazy, but we are
But
back
we're
again. Yes, and we did bring Sensei back. So thank you so much, Sensei, for making the time for us to come out tonight and to just share your amazing journey and just giving people tips and just working with us. So, with that being said, Sensei, do you mind introducing yourself to our amazing community?
What's going on, everybody? I go by the name of Sensei. Um, and they call me Sensei because I'm considered a master teacher, if you want to say. But I'm still learning things, so I don't want to say I'm a master. But I want to say I have accomplished a lot of things for myself, and I have been able to help others through accomplish those things for myself. I'm from Detroit, for one. Um, I'm a herbalist. I'm a herbalist. I'm a nutrition. I'm a fitness trainer. I'm a life coach. I'm a therapist sometimes when I need to be or whatever.
all
But
the
I mean,
above.
Yeah,
but
he's like a little bit of everything.
yeah, so it's really kind of hard to even just describe what I am,
Yeah.
because I am what I am. But anything pertaining to help, I help people as best as I can,
Yeah.
or whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Sensei, I think is very interesting. I know when I first met you, my boy Gerard Victor, he introduced me to you, and you kept on telling me, "Yo, you got to meet this guy. He's amazing. Like, you got to hear his story. He went from being gang banging to now he's out here healing folks,
Huh?
and he's real things." So I'm like, okay. He's like, "Yo, we got to do a whole documentary on this dude." I'm like, Gerard. I was like, he's like, no, I love him. I will give him anything. I'm telling you. I'm like, okay, who is this guy? Right. So, like, it was like for the longest, I'm like, I gotta meet this guy. I gotta meet this guy that my boy keep talking about. And when I tell you, the moment I walked in your gym,
Hmm.
I didn't even see you
Right.
yet. I didn't see you yet. But the moment I walked into your gym,
Yeah.
I felt your presence before I even saw you.
Mm.
Right? Even the smell of the gym, you had the essential oils going. It was so peaceful. I felt like I was just brought back down to my roots in your environment. Just by walking in there, I felt safe and I was ready to go. And ever since then, y'all, I've been hooked.
Yeah.
So, like Sensei, you are amazing. I don't
I
know how many
appreciate you.
times I have to tell you this, but you are amazing. But
You
please,
reflect.
yes, like please tell people a little bit about your story. Like before you became Sensei, who were you and how did you become who you are today?
uh, hmm. so my background is a little different than what I'm doing right now. I was dealing with herbs, it's not the same.
Go ahead. Like, it's about to get real, but it's okay. No
Yeah,
judgment here. We don't
but no,
judge.
Okay.
I was really just like into like the streets.
Mhm.
Um, that was my main objective in life. That's what I wanted to accomplish. Um, and that's what I wanted for myself. So I was in the streets. I got in a couple situations that kind of helped pull me from the streets or whatnot.
Mhm.
Because I wasn't thinking about healing nobody at all. That was not like what I was planning on doing with my life. Um, but what really got me into like my healing journey is one of the starts was I lost my father and my sister due to health issues. My sister had kidney failure. She had a couple transplants, but they failed. But also she was 18. She was taking like 11, 12 different medications also. So it was
Mhm.
rough on her body. And then after that, I found my father OD 3 months later. So that kind of helped me exit the street life also because he died over something I was selling. So,
Oh
that
wow.
kind of helped pull me from the street life or whatnot. But
Mm-hmm.
as far as like personally with my health journey, I want to say maybe a couple years down the line, um, I hadn't got over their death. So it was still kind of weighing on me. I just never chose to deal with it until I
Mhm.
decided to cleanse and detox my body. But I started to realize like, well, I'm next. if I don't do something about my health, because I was like 330 pounds at the time. I just didn't realize I was because I was still active and doing things. But I'm like, man, if I don't really see no outcome but death if I keep going the route that I was going. So I had to just like kind of reevaluate everything that was going on in my life. The people, the environment, the foods, just the way I was feeding myself mentally, physically, and spiritually. So, like most people, I kind of stumbled across Dr. Sebi. I was already kind of like studying nutrition, health, and all those different things. I spent some time in college studying nutrition and whatnot. Um, but when Dr. Sebi caught my attention, so I was like, okay, let me try to create me a detox. So what I did was I created a detox, and it was specifically to eliminate the mucus plaque. So a lot of people heard about it. I heard about Dr. Sebi talking about it, but nobody actually had showed it. So I was like, okay, let me try to see what I can do. So I just listened to my spirit. I whipped up some herbs, and I started detoxing. So within like I want to say like the 5th day of me detoxing, I started to eliminate mucus out of my body. So I showed you, Nina. But I eliminated like 20 feet of mucus from my body. It came
What?
out.
Nikki,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was like,
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What was that detox? We need to know.
look,
Detox.
people, we gonna Sensei, while you talking, I'm gonna put Sensei's Instagram up so you guys can follow him
Right
and get
now.
his information. Please tap in. Like, this man has so many gems. I know someone asked, he is located in Detroit, Michigan. If you want more information on that as well, just follow him, shoot him an inbox, or shoot me or Nikki, or you can shoot me an inbox and I can get you in contact with this man because it's amazing. But sorry, go ahead and talk about that.
You good?
The deep.
Cookies.
Where is
What?
that picture at? Where is
So
that picture?
Because here's the thing. A lot
let
of
me
times
see
they
real
say
quick,
that
cause y'all. I
mucus,
hope
if
your
you have mucus
viewers.
in your body, it, can cause all these diseases, right?
Yeah, I hope your viewers don't have like no weak stomach.
If you got a weak stomach, please close your eyes. Okay,
You-
bring it closer. Y'all see that right there?
Wait, hold on. Let me put
Right there.
glasses.
That's perfect. Hold it right there.
Let me see.
That is the mucus that he had in his stomach that his detox that he created helped him get rid of.
Yeah,
It came out.
they came out of me.
Yeah, yeah. Someone asked, how
How?
often should we detox?
The next
Yeah.
question is how, huh?
The house.
Um,
Yeah,
I
so
gotta
Gotta
move my laptop.
yeah, so
Wow.
during that detox I eliminated around, it was over 20 feet of mucus over the course. It was around 28 days I detox. And I didn't know this was gonna happen because like I said, this was kind of like my first time kind of
One
with
second.
my experience with herbs, I want to say, and I was
Mhm.
testing it on myself. So
Right.
what happened is I started to eliminate all this mucus. But also I started to eliminate certain things just in my life in general once I relieved that mucus because everything is connected with mind,
Right.
body, and spirit. So once you start to remove toxins from your body, because I had to
Mhm.
realize I was being controlled by parasitic behaviors or parasites at that
Yeah.
time. I was dark. My thoughts was dark. And then, like I said, I had a lot built up over in me as far as like anger from my father's death,
Mhm.
grieving for my sister's death, and
Not
just like,
really dealing with it.
yeah, and just life in general.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so hold on, I'm
Instagram.
getting a little sensei together. Here you go, baby. Go ahead.
Yes, we
Yeah,
do have
so
a beautiful baby.
And her
yeah,
name is
this
Sensei
is
too.
Hi, Sensei. Can you
yeah.
say hi to everybody, Sensei? Hey, Sensei. Don't she look just like him, though?
Yes, like his twin.
Like,
Like he literally gave birth to her some kind of
no,
way.
like straight out
Yeah,
the womb.
so
I'm finding his.
So
I just was going through a lot, like mentally, physically, and spiritually, which was being released from my body. Because even
mhm.
prior to then, I tried meditation, and it just never worked for me. You know, I just ended up sitting there just looking crazy most of the time.
Yeah.
But
Like, what is it?
when I released that mucus, it was like a spirit left my body, like
Mm.
literally immediately, like a dark spirit left my body. But I was able to meditate, and I had my first outer body experience. And during that outer body experience, I was able to kind of connect with my father and my sister, and had some clarity and peace with that. So after I did that detox, people start seeing my results because I lost 40 pounds the same month after doing that detox. Most people got like 20 pounds or more of just undigested waste just sitting in their intestines. So a lot of people just start asking me like, "What was you doing? You know, what have you been doing or whatnot?" And I didn't create the detox to sell it. I wasn't trying to be a herbalist. I just was trying to take care of myself. But I had so many people just reaching out to me that they kind of forced me into herbology. And like I've been locked in ever since, maybe around 19 years now. I've been into herbology, and then everything else kind of with nutrition, everything kind of aligns with that.
Yeah, and what about the your experience with Mike Rashid? I'm not sure if you know,
Oh,
he won Mike Rashid's contest. He
yeah,
has like a contest he has. Yeah, he won it.
yeah,
So can
yep.
you talk about that experience a little bit? Because I know that
Uh,
helped out with your business a little bit as well, right?
yeah, and another thing with that is the power of manifestation and speaking life into yourself. What happened was I had been a big fan of Mike Rashid because a lot of people just watered down in the industry for social media and stuff like that. So I felt like I had a real connection because we had like maybe I felt we had like a similar upbringing. He seemed kind of street or whatever, whatnot. So I automatically was attracted to the way his teachings
The
of
story.
fitness. So I was just talking to a friend maybe a week before he announced this competition. I'm like, man, I need to get out here to meet Mike Rashid. Because I really wanted to meet him for business purposes too. Because I'm like, I got this herb thing going on. I'm doing real good. He on top of the fitness world, I want to say, out there in California. So literally the following week after I had a conversation about him, he announced that he was doing a transformation contest. So I'm like, okay, cool. This is my chance to meet him. So I signed up for the competition, and this is the power of manifestation. Before he even started the competition, I was on his social media posts, like on Instagram. I told them to book my flight. And yeah, I told him like, go ahead and book my flight because I'm gonna win. Um, I even like
Good for you.
I was like a size extra large when I started. By the time So I bought all small clothes. I put it on my bed. So I said I'm not gonna sleep in my bed until this competition is over. Um, so I slept on the couch the whole time. So I end up entering the competition, and of course I won. you know, but
Yeah,
yeah, so I
killed
won.
it.
And I was able to try those clothes on, and I fitted them. I was a size small once I got inside those clothes. But it was funny because when I won the competition, they was complaining about the price of flights. So I told them, like, if you would have booked my flight when I told y'all to, y'all would have saved, a bunch of money or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so I entered that competition, and it transformed me. I want to say mainly business wise. But I want to say also just like because I had to really just like focus and tap in and not. I only focused on things that mattered in my life. I ain't had no distractions. I was working out 6 hours a day, so I ain't had time to like play with
Yeah.
nobody.
You was
But that
tough.
helped me on my journey also because it gave me some time to spend with myself. Because
Yeah.
most of the time we with ourselves, but we not spending time with ourselves, or we don't even know who we truly are, as beings or whatever. So I got to kind of know me, my spirit, and yeah. So I won that competition, and then my business just went crazy after that. Yeah,
Yeah, I want to ask you, Sensei, about alignment because everybody talks about the mind, body, and spirit and how
yeah,
to have that alignment. What would you say would be the key to aligning your mind, body, and spirit?
man. I wish that was a simple answer.
Only simple. We need whatever you got.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
want
because I
all the
mean,
details.
Right.
because a lot of people consider alignment different things. So some people stand on course, some people consider it balance or whatever, whatnot. My thing is sometimes we focus too much on alignment that we never get aligned. So
Woo!
yeah, so so a lot of
Speak
people,
that.
yeah,
Yes.
so we end up being stuck.
Mm.
For me, where I want to say what helped me, was that's tough because I'm been through some stuff with alignment, but trying to
Yeah.
stay aligned because right
I'm
now I'm
gonna say,
still
even
on
like today, like
it.
you know how we was having a conversation today about being in alignment. I feel like it gets to a point where you're so connected to your spirit that your spirit self corrects you every time you get out of alignment.
Yeah, because I'm
Mhm.
at a point now where I let my spirit guide me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Tell us a
You
little
You
bit
know,
need
about that. Tell us
workouts.
about that. I
yeah,
know, right? So the
Oh
workout.
my God, he put in the
Hey,
workouts.
yeah, because
hey,
I
I
don't.
did a virtual one, and that was like, woo, yeah,
Nikki.
workout.
Yeah,
Now you see what I'm saying, Nikki. Y'all hear this? Nikki
Yeah,
thought I was joking, and she started training with Sensei, and she experienced what I experienced. This is what I experienced when
yes,
I started working out with Sensei. I used to be a trainer and stuff as well, so I just know how people do things and they like plan. And what I noticed was with him, he didn't plan anything. It'd
no,
be moments where he would just sit there. It's like he'll take a deep breath and he come back with a whole workout. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like,
right,
yeah,
I'm talking to my spirit. I'm like, talking to your
yeah.
spirit. He was like, my spirit, his spirit guides him during the sessions to
yeah,
help provide you with what it is that you need right now in that moment.
right. Because even virtually, so if you guys are online and I know everybody's all over the world, right? Even if you're not in
Mhm.
Detroit, I did one with him, and literally, he's like, I see stairs back there. He's like, I'm gonna use those stairs.
Girl.
He's like, go upstairs and get this, get that. And I was like, okay. And like
Yeah,
an hour later, yeah, these legs
yeah.
were talking, arms,
Mhm.
everything, stomach.
But I want to
Yeah.
say to simplify things, I tried to eliminate emotions and
Mhm.
getting emotional about something. Okay, baby.
Oh.
Huh? That
Okay.
little voice.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
I try not to get emotional about too many things because emotions would take you on a roller coaster or
Yeah.
whatever.
So how do you
So as
stop when
things
you know
come
you
in, I
feel
try
it
to be
coming on?
meditative, try to breathe, relax, let things
Okay.
be. And I always kind of work on solutions and try to use common sense. But
Mm,
I'm at a point now where I trust me.
I
mm,
love
You
that.
got to be able to trust yourself and trust your
mm.
intuition. And, you know what I'm saying? And truly like believe in yourself and not be afraid to make mistakes or whatnot. Is life. You already living as long as you breathe, and everything else we kind of doing in life is extra. I want to say, you know what I
Mm.
mean?
Right.
So I just try to do things that feed my spirit. I don't worry about what people think about me. If I got to stay in my own space, I stay in my own space. Um, I try to avoid certain energy, being in
Mhm.
certain
Mhm.
places where I know that energy is not gonna be right. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Right.
What I have control of, I try to stay in control of. What I don't have control of, I let it be. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mm.
Yeah. But like I said, it's a constant journey with alignment. You know, and
Mm.
don't
I
try
love
to
it.
be too focused on it because it's gonna throw you off at the same time.
Yeah. That's so true because I know like today based off the conversation we had, it's like when you're doing the healing work, right? You become connected to the source. So the source can be whatever it is with anybody else, but at the end of the day, when I say the source, it's like you connect back to yourself. You have this strong connection within your spirit, right? So it's like when you have that connection back to yourself within, your spirit and everything, it's like it's like I say you can't bullcrap yourself anymore because
Mhm.
you're
Yeah,
so
Right.
aware. So by you being aware, when you do something that come against like your alignment, like it's not in alignment with what it is your purpose is,
yeah,
then
Who
you
you
can
are
feel,
now. Yeah.
yeah, like you can feel the pain, the heartache a lot quicker before anything actually happened because your body is aware of the
yeah,
actions and the consequences that's going to happen afterwards if you choose not to listen, right?
yeah,
So
Right. Right.
when you become in alignment with yourself, it do create mental clarity. life do become easier if you allow it to be. So it's instead of fighting against yourself, learn how to work with yourself when you're on the healing journey. Because even some people, they're on their healing journey, they're still fighting with themselves and constantly putting themselves in these uncomfortable situations instead
Yeah.
of embracing the uncomfortable situation, learning from it, figure out what is the lesson, what is the purpose of this uncomfortable situation. And
Right.
then by you actually embracing it and being present in that moment, then you can grow into something so beautiful and so powerful and so strong just by
Yeah.
listening to
I
yourself
like,
and listening to your guides.
Yeah. It's all
yeah,
Mhm.
I mean,
process.
I like to say it's like that muscle memory, right? Because it's like what we were talking about when
Mhm.
Sensei and our session. It's like I told him, I said, I worked out all my life, you know, since I was like 12, running track, lifting weights all through college, all that, as even as an adult. And I said, I know
Yeah.
I have the muscle memory. So as soon as I start working out, I know it's going to come right back. Right. So it's like, I think there's been
Mhm.
times in our lives where we know who we are. Like we get these glimmers of this is who we are. This is the path that we're on, the journey we're on. This is who we can be or are destined to be. And
Mhm.
then when we go through things, sometimes we forget. And so it's like that getting back in alignment is remembering it's that muscle memory of, oh yeah, this is who I am. This is
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
who I'm what I'm working on. This is who I'm going to be and become.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
choosing daily, moment by moment, because we're constantly getting hit with life stuff. You know, everybody's gone through grief. Everybody's gone through some type of trauma, drama, or whatever. Sometimes, you know, it's
Mhm.
daily, sometimes it's seasonal, whatever the case may be. But I think just being purposeful and remembering who you are and
Mhm.
understanding that you have the memory of who you can be, just, you know, from the things you've seen in your life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
it's all held within your body, Nikki. You so
yes.
right. So if you do things like exercising, you do things like trauma release. Because I know,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
for instance, like I get one experience when I'm with Sensei, right? When I'm with Sensei, it's like after I leave him, I can't be angry. It's like anger
I
management.
was
Better
like,
not be.
I was also my saying that.
I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, Sensei, you need to be working with prisoners or something, like people that got anger issues. Because I'm
Yeah.
telling you, the moment
Just
you
people,
leave him, you
period.
just like in this bliss, right? So I was
Yeah.
Mhm.
telling him about that. And then I was telling him about like I've been off my game with my own trauma release. So I did trauma release on myself earlier this week with a
Good.
mixture and I did sage and manifestation, just prayer and stuff like that, and red light therapy. And when I
And
say
back to self.
woo. When I say I'm like, wow, Sensei, we gotta come together. We gotta put this thing together, baby.
Yeah. Slow
Like,
Yeah,
down.
travel the
Yeah.
world and help people, right?
yes,
Just
it's so powerful because at the end of the day, we have everything we need within ourselves.
we
Yeah.
do. We
Everything. Even with Sensei, like with the working out, we can get to the body weight that we want to with everything we have already. We
Yeah.
can
mm-hmm.
get there if we learn how to use our bodies. Our bodies has the ability to heal, to build, and to
Mm-hmm.
release and to give
Mm-hmm.
life as well based off the choice of words that we choose to speak to others and let alone speak to ourselves.
Yes.
Right. What are some practical exercises that you do, Sensei, to like strengthen your mind on a continuous
Mhm.
basis? Because sometimes I feel like, and you mentioned emotions, sometimes we have those seasons of emotions or different things that trigger us. So, how do you get back to yourself and strengthen your mind to tell yourself you can do this? I can get
Mhm.
back in the race. I can continue to work out. I can continue to choose right when I eat.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the people in my
Mhm.
life, the energy that I accept, you know, how do you
Mm-hmm.
strengthen your mind?
For me, I focus on things that's pertaining to what I do. So I read. So
Mhm.
What you
reading is
read?
vital.
We
Right.
need
What book
everything.
you be
Don't tell us
reading?
just what to do. I need
Somebody write this down for us. What books you be
But you know what? I read a little bit of everything, to be
okay.
honest, because that's what helped me learn. My mind is just a little different than most people. I'm a observative person, so I learn a lot from nature. So I spend time just sitting outside and just watching how nature maneuver,
Okay.
and I include that into like my studies. But I read biology. I read nutrition books. I read let me see what I got over here. I got finance books.
Start
I
pulling them
read
off the shelf and show us.
look,
chemistry. I don't read nothing about working out. That's the crazy part. I train. I
man,
don't read
that's
nothing pertaining to fitness.
Because
that's
you
just
go by energy, right? You go by,
yeah,
So
it's just something naturally that I was gifted with, and that's
okay,
working with people. By me being
okay.
observative and watching people, I know how to work with people, what they can and can't do.
Man.
But for me, meditation, reading,
Okay.
uh,
Mhm.
date yourself, spend some time with yourself,
Mhm.
um, focus on you, write your thoughts. Um, what else? Uh,
Sing, you rap.
essential oils. What'd you say?
I say you sing, you rap. What you do?
Yeah, I do a little bit of both. When
But
the
Me
bust
too.
some
opportunity,
Cook.
rhymes for us.
when
Bust
the
some rhymes
opportunity
for us.
presents itself, I can be either
Oh man.
one.
Wait, no, seriously. Sensei, what about your products? You have this product
Oh
that that I've been taking, and it's an
Yeah.
oil for women. I know you have an oil for men too, but I know like the oil that I've been taking is specifically for women, and I can tell a difference in myself already just by taking it. Like I feel like my stress levels is more manageable, little to none. My
Yeah,
body feel more relaxed and
yeah.
at ease. I sleep better, energy levels good, less pain in my body after working out. Do you
wow.
mind sharing a little bit about your oil that you provide to some of your women clients? And do you mind sharing a story, like the story you talking about the one woman that had a couple of issues?
Um, so you talking about the abstracts,
Yeah,
yeah,
but yep, that oil.
yeah. So I make abstracts. I used to do pills. But I make abstracts and tinctures because that's the quickest way to kind of get herbs to your blood for your cells to absorb them, or tea. Um,
Mhm.
a lot of times pills, people have metabolism issues, so they can't pull the nutrients from the pills like they need to through digestion. So I make tinctures, but I can make you anything pertaining to anything you may be dealing with. But I have general products for women's health, like you said, Nina, men's health, respiratory, sickness, immunity, um, pretty much anything you need, I can
Yeah,
make for you. Um,
Wow.
with my products, I didn't probably heal maybe 400 people in the city just with COVID alone, and that's just with an essential oil alone.
a
You
little
know,
oil bottle.
yeah, just like with essential oil.
Wow. I need to get some.
I,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna send you something.
Yeah,
Make sure.
but do you mind sharing the story about your one client that you shared with me, the lady that took the oil and it helped her with some personal things?
Oh, so I mean, I got a couple of them, but I
The
had a couple
pregnancy
of
one. That
clients.
was the biggest one, the pregnancy one.
I want to say through
Oops.
detoxing with some of my products. I had women that couldn't conceive and carry babies end up having their first child. Um, I had that happen. I had a woman recently. She just had like extreme blood clots,
Mm.
where she was bleeding nonstop for 2 years, and the doctors couldn't figure out what was going on with her. She started taking my women's drops, the ones Nina got, and within a week the bleeding stopped completely. Um, I didn't help people with viruses, STDs,
Mhm.
disorders like cancer, all these different things. I help people heal from these things through using natural herbal products. Um,
Mm.
but I got tons of like weight loss, of course,
Yeah.
that has
Mhm.
transpired. But I want to say the main thing or the main results came from detoxing. I done
Mm.
had help people have, like I said, babies. Um, I help people get rid of diseases, chronic disorders, um, general issues. That's simple to get rid of. So I've been able to get
Mm.
rid of those different things, just diabetes and blood pressure, all those different things by just supplying them with natural herbs for the body.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you explain the importance of detoxing? Like why is detoxing? Why do you consider detoxing important? And then can you discuss the proper way of actually detoxing? Because some people
Mhm.
they don't do it right.
Yeah. Yeah. So your body naturally detoxes. It naturally filters itself or whatever, whatnot. But over the things that you take in over the years, I want to say physically, mentally, and spiritually, you start to slow down the energy in your body and cause some kind of blockage. But your digestive system is, it can be considered your first brain, and to me I consider it that, because it
Mm-hmm.
provides the nutrients to your body. So all the things that you eat or whatnot is being digested to the smallest molecule, um to be absorbed in your blood by your cells or
Mm,
whatnot. So over time, taking in all these different abuse, as far as like from food, really
mm,
stress from food, stress from lifestyle, and different things that may going on. That's where that mucus buildup come from, because mucus is actually a protective system to protect you from the things that you eat, and it's kind of, your body plans on getting back to it later, but by the way our diet is, it never gets a chance to
Wow.
get
mm.
back to that. So the mucus that I had in my body could have been there since I was a small child.
Oh
You
wow.
see what I'm saying? So a lot of people have, and it's trauma too. So a lot of people have stored mucus in their body from 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
And it's just stored there. So you start to become these things. They start to take over you. Parasites start to take over you or whatnot. Um, so detoxing is vital. For one, you need to get that mucus out of your body, because a lot of people not having regular bowel movements. They bowel movements slow down. They're not having one after each meal, or the
mm,
textures may be off, something of that sort. So usually that's a sign of needing to detox. Skin conditions, spots in your eyes, the state of your tongue health, the color of your
mm.
tongue, nails,
Ooh.
um, hair.
Ooh.
So all.
Ooh, that's a lot. So how many times do you think is the right amount for a person to have a bowel movement a day? If you don't know what a bowel movement is, guys, that's like what's another word?
We're going boo boo.
Boo boo. There you go. When you get a boo boo, but in medical terms, we like to say bowel movement. So what? How many times should a person that has a healthy gut? How many times should they have a bowel movement throughout the week or throughout the day?
As much as you eat. So every time you place something in your body, it's meant to come right back out. Nothing is meant to stay inside of you except for
Wow.
the nutrients that's coming from your food or
Wow.
whatever.
Yeah.
So you
Oh,
supposed. Hmm?
no, go ahead.
Oh,
I
I
want
thought
to
you
ask
said
a question
no.
though.
So you supposed to have a bowel movement at least each time after you eat or whatnot.
Mm,
So
Now,
how did you decide, like, when you knew that you needed to detox, like, how did
mhm,
you know what to put in your body to detox? I
mhm.
mean, did you study? Did you research? I mean, I know you mentioned Dr. Sebi. Like, what were the main ingredients of that initial detox where that mucus came out?
food wise, at the time I was following Dr. Sebi's alkaline guide. At that
Okay.
time, herbs.
Mm.
I study herbs, but I literally listened to my spirit, and my spirit was like, put this together,
Guiding you.
and I
Okay.
and I
Wow.
was
That's
color.
dope.
I
Hmm.
was looking at colors too.
Mm.
So
Mm.
the color tell a lot about a herb also.
Mhm.
So I
I
was,
just learned that
yeah. So the
also.
colors, was putting them together, and it worked, and it's been working ever since. But
Obviously. Wow.
but
That's
Yeah.
now, I'm at the point now where I'm more knowledgeable opposed to
hmm
back then. But
right.
my spirit, it never failed me when it comes to like health and herbs and all those different things like that.
Look, y'all see what happened when you start trusting in the intelligence of your spirit? Like our spirit has wisdom far beyond our years. Like
Yeah,
Right.
sometimes it
Right.
be I know like Billy talks about
Download.
yeah, them downloads from
Hmm.
yeah,
different sources just downloading within us that's providing us with information that
That
we need.
wisdom.
yeah,
Yeah, all that wisdom. It can be our ancestors, it can be
yeah.
God, it can be whatever.
And
Sometimes it can be a person that you love that's thinking of something for you, and they, without them even thinking about it, they are sending that message to you, and it pop up in your head.
and
So
Vibration.
it's so much power within just being tuned within yourself. But we do have a quick commercial break. We
Okay.
have our Egypt trip coming up. So after our commercial, we'll definitely continue. So see you guys in a bit.
Would you like a different destination? Are you ready to be the captain of the ship? We're going to challenge people.
So when you can combine spiritual concepts with financial literacy, then you really tap into your God power. We are navigating through multiple matrices.
Once you do this workshop, it's going to take everything in your being to not become the person that you came to be.
Yeah. Woo, and we're back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I hope you guys were able to like grab something to drink, or you were able to actually see the commercials that I just showed you. But that Egypt trip though, I can't wait. I'm not going this year, but I do plan on trying to go next year and the years soon to come, because it's so much about our history that we was never taught, that you're going to learn with Billy and Liz and Jimmy Church. So for those of you that's interested, please tap in.
Definitely do it. Definitely do it. I wanted to ask Sensei if you could do a meditation with the audience. Because one thing that stood out to me too is that you were saying that when you were kind of dealing with the toxicity, I guess, of what your life was presenting, and you started detoxing and everything like that, it was hard for you to meditate prior to that. And then once you detoxed and started living that as a lifestyle, doing it as a lifestyle, then you were able to meditate. So we'd like to just see if you can help us access ourselves and our healing. Meditation don't have to be long, but just kind of guide us through what meditating with you would be like. You know, we know what working out would be like and is like. But if you could guide us for a couple minutes.
Okay. So you want to start doing that now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody prep
So,
yourself.
I want to say something that helped me detox. I mean, not detox, meditate. I was still on the detox stuff, but the singing bowl.
Mm.
All right.
I like it's
So,
red. I love that.
yeah. So if you don't know what the singing bowl is, it produces certain frequencies for your cells for healing. So it's similar to like music when you hear a song. It produces certain hormones for your body.
Yeah.
You may be going through a certain mood to help you relieve that mood. But this is one of the things that helps me with my clients to kind of help them focus during their meditation. But all I tell people that to simply do and worry about and meditating is just taking a moment to just breathe. Everything else that comes to you in that process is what happens naturally based on your spirit. Try to focus more so inward than outward for a second. So you want to just take a moment to just focus on yourself and just breathe. So we can all start by just closing our eyes or not. And then you're just gonna take deep breaths. So I'm gonna kind of talk to give you something to think about while you are meditating. Okay? So you're just gonna take this moment to close our eyes. And we take a moment to just breathe. Because breathing is what gives us life. There is no life for anything if we don't breathe. Breathing is the first step to life, and it is the last step to life. No matter what you may be going through at this moment, no matter what you have been through, you are still breathing. And breathing is what provides life. Meditation is a practice of breathing. A lot of people practice playing basketball, baseball, and so forth. None of those things is what's going to keep you alive. Your breath is. No matter what you are going through outside of you, as long as you are breathing, you are complete. Life may try to break you, but you are always full. So take a moment to just breathe, appreciate yourself, let go of worry, doubt, fear, anger, jealousy, trauma, resentment, and anything that may have happened in your life and anything that may be going on in your life. You take this moment just to focus on you. You take this moment just to focus on your thoughts. Most of our time throughout the day is spent giving away to other people, other environments, and we place ourselves last. This is your moment to place yourself first by just simply breathing. A lot of things that transpire outside of us, stress, anxiety, and all the things that we take on internally from out from outside of us, those are the things that cause harm. What's going on inside of you is always going on to build you, to repair you, to heal you. You never want to cause damage to you. You never want to harm you. This is your moment to just appreciate you. This is your moment for self-love. Tell yourself you love yourself. That is one of the first things you should do as you awaken, is tell yourself you love yourself. Most of the time, we spend a lot of time outside of us searching for love, looking for love, trying to show love and receive it when we are already full of it. The energy that you place inside of yourself will be reflected outside of you. This is your moment to think about what you want out of life, the reason why you are breathing. Each breath is for a purpose. Breathing is the foundation for life. It is systemizes life. Life starts with breathing. This is your moment to guide your breath, to be in control of your breath. There is nothing more powerful than being in control of you, which you let alter your breath, which you let alter the outcome of your life. We could take away food, we could take away water for a limited time, but if you take away your breath, that is your life. As you take your next breath, it will be somebody taking their last. As you take your next breath, it is somebody being placed in the grave. So no matter what you don't have in your life, no matter what you have going on in your life, as long as you are breathing, you are always complete and you have everything that you need. It is okay to release and let go of the things that you don't. Each breath, your body is taking in elements out of the air, oxygen, nitrogen, and other things that fuel you. Each breath is for a purpose. Inside a purpose, you discover peace. This is your moment for peace. No matter where your body is, You are in charge of being your peace. No matter where your body is, your mind does not have to be there. This is your moment to focus on what gives you purpose. This is your moment to focus on what gives you life. This is your moment to focus on the purpose you are breathing in the first place. Because if you are walking around without purpose, you will spend your life serving somebody else's. This is your moment to use your thoughts, to become one with your thoughts, to become one with your spirit, to guide your spirit. This is your moment to embrace you, embrace your spirit. Your spirit, or what you place inside of your body mentally, physically, and spiritually, creates your net worth in life. It creates your output. This is your moment to just breathe. Think about what you want, what you see for yourself. Not only just see it visually or place yourself there. Your thoughts is the blueprint to your reality. Your thoughts is the blueprint to your future. Each time you inhale, your body is taking in life. These things should give you life. They should give you a reason to live. When you exhale, that is a moment to release. Your body is constantly letting go of toxins so it does not become toxic, because if it does, it will take your breath away and sooner or later take your life away. Breathing is a process of inhaling and exhaling. One does not work without the other. So in order for you to take in, you must learn what you need to release. You must learn what you need to let go. Your body is constantly eliminating toxins. You must constantly eliminate toxins from your life. On your journey, when you are trying to discover peace, when you are trying to stay in purpose, there will be toxic people, toxic situations, toxic environments that will come into your life. It is power in having in control over what you allow to stay in your life, and you is power in having control over the things you release. It is okay to release. It is okay to let go. We do not hold on to anything that does not reflect who we are. We do not hold on to anything that does not serve purpose. We do not hold on to anything that does not serve life, that does not give life. We do not hold on to things that we are not made up of, that we do not want the people around us to become, that we do not want our environments to come. You are more worthy than these things. These things have no importance and they serve no importance in your life. Releasing is a moment of accountability. It is a moment of forgiveness. Do not worry about who you have to forgive in life. Forgive yourself for the things you have allowed to transpire, the things you have accepted. It is okay to let go as long as you are breathing, because you are for a reason. Breathing is the most intimate thing you would do throughout the day, because it is life. There is no gray areas in breathing. Everything must help you breathe or we release. We do not just accept anything that sits in the gray area of our life. This is your moment of peace. This is your moment to speak life into yourself. This is your moment to become one with that voice in the back of your head that is always speaking life to you. It is a voice always reminding you who you are, always trying to show you who you are, what you can become if you just apply yourself. This is your moment to become your therapist, because no matter who have turned their back on you in your life, you have always had your back through it all. This is your moment to become your best friend. This is your moment to speak life into yourself. This is your moment to be your healer. We do not ask for anything. We tell ourselves what we want. We say, I am. This is your moment to breathe. When you inhale, you just take deep breaths. Try to guide your breath with your eyes. As you inhale, take deep breaths. Roll that energy up. You exhale. That is your moment to release. That is your moment to let go. That is your moment to be free. When you inhale, take deep breaths. Imagine filling up yourself like a glass of water all the way to the top. Fill yourself up with the thoughts you have for yourself, the visions you have for yourself, the things you want for your life. Accept them, download them, become them. When you exhale, let that water out of your glass. That is your moment to be free. Only you know what you are going through mentally, physically, and spiritually. Your mind is your temple. Your body is your temple. Your spirit is your temple. If you would not allow anyone toxic in the home that you sleep at night, be protective over you. The same way, you must live inside of yourself no matter where you are on this planet. It is okay to just release. It is okay to take a moment to just breathe and let go. Be free. Accept. Continue breathing.
Mm.
Wow.
Oh, Sensei, I'm about to go to sleep on y'all.
That was amazing.
That was,
Do you have a meditation app? Oh my goodness.
ooh.
Do you
Usually
have
I
a
have
meditation app?
waterfalls and stuff. I got waterfalls, all types of stuff going at the time of meditation, light
Are you
therapy.
on your tablet right now?
Yeah, I'm on my tablet.
Can you show everybody a quick tour of your place so people can see your
Yes.
gym?
Oh,
Yes.
You guys have to see this gym, okay?
You might want to fly to Detroit to go.
Yeah.
I know I'm going.
Yes.
Go
Thank
see
you,
that.
Sensei. Y'all see that?
Woo!
This is his
Explain.
gym. It
Yeah,
looks
tell
like a
me.
jungle. You see that? Wow. This man teaches you how to use your body in ways where it's designed to be used. Look at that. You got a couple
Beautiful.
things in there, but it's amazing. You ever like train with somebody and it might be like overwhelming going to the gym?
Mm-hmm.
With him, he make the simplest things worth it. Like it could be
Yeah.
the simplest workout, guys, the simplest workout, and it'd be super effective. You be like, wait a minute,
You see the results that fast.
it's so simple. It don't have to be hard, guys. You
Yeah.
you can Zoom him or even FaceTime him, or however it is that works for you. And I
Mhm.
guarantee, based on what you already have right now with you in whatever environment, this man will find a way to help you work out and get to the goal that you need to.
You better
We use
speak
the
life
stairs
in.
in my house.
Yeah.
But before, do we have time so I can give them that detox information that's important for them
Yes, as
when they detox?
we're gonna be.
'Cause I know we got cut off.
Yeah.
So for those that's detoxing, one of the main things I suggest you do is get an allergy test to know what food that you are allergic to.
Yes.
Because your DNA, based on your DNA, your genetics, you have a certain sequence that you need to be following the order, which has a relationship with food. So some foods that you may think is good for you may be going against your DNA or your blood type. So I will say get a allergy test because you can be thinking you eating healthy and the whole time your body is fighting against the foods you eating. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Test your pH levels. Your pH levels will let you know whether you're acidic or you're in an alkaline state. If you are in an acidic state, that means that you have acidosis, which is a hormonal and metabolism disorder,
Mm-hmm.
meaning that your body is not metabolizing foods properly. So more than likely you got some digestive issues because it's not the nutrients from your food is not being placed in your blood um, in order for your body to create these hormones and medicine in order for you to be able to function properly. Um, as far as diet, once you know your allergens, once you know your blood pH, it's important that you fill yourself up with electrolytes because a lot of times people go into detox and they buying all these detoxes online or they juicing. And the thing is detoxing is never supposed to just make you runny. It should never change the texture of your bowel movements or none of that type of stuff. That means the detox is working improperly. You're not supposed to have all these different detox reactions, bumps, getting sick, and all these different things. That's basically letting you know that your body is eliminating or releasing toxins more than it can eliminate, or faster than it can eliminate it. So
Wow.
making sure that you have the proper electrolytes in your body because electrolytes is what bind with toxins to help eliminate them out of your body. So a lot of people go into using a lot of citric fruits, um, all these different things. A lot of with citrus releases toxins. Acids releases toxins. Um, so the electrolytes is basically salts that balance these toxins out: potassium, calcium, magnesium, all these different things bind with these toxins. If you don't, you start getting bumps, your bowel movements, you start getting constipated, you start getting sick, and all these different things. And people tell you this is natural when detoxing, but it's really not. So making sure that you're doing those things. Find out if you have any nutrient imbalances, because a lot of people try to eat the same thing while detoxing and not eating a variety or a balanced diet. You need to be knowing what your body, or you need to know what your body needs in order for you to detox properly, because if you don't, you're going to end up in the worst state that you was in before you was detoxing. Don't think that you don't have to, meaning don't eat. You need to eat,
Yes. Do
while
not starve
detox.
yourself.
Yeah. So, and eating is not always just eating like that. I mean, for me, I do mainly fluids when I detox, and our body is made up of mainly fluids. So that's what I replace, or that's what I replenish my body with, is mainly fluids. My meal is kind of secondary, but make sure your foods is full of water. Is full of life. It's hydrating foods or whatnot.
Coconut water. You
Yeah,
got me loving
coconut water,
water. Yes.
cucumber water.
Yep. Somebody said in Brazil, they live in Brazil and they use coconut water to replace electrolytes. And that's something that you taught me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you said something about cucumber too when we were talking about, because I have this bottled water, but you were saying bottled water is not enough, right?
Throw it, Nikki, at the wall right now.
I'm done. Like that's
I don't have anything to replace it with, though. I mean,
Yeah.
what am I
birthday, Frank. My bad.
Yeah.
I know that's
Yeah.
random. Someone in the chat, it's his birthday today. He's so thankful for this podcast. So I just want to take a moment to say happy birthday to Frank.
Man.
Thank you. Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, happy birthday.
Let's sing to him. Let's sing the black
Go
one.
ahead. Sing to him, Nikki.
Who, me?
Oh, we. Happy birthday.
Birthday
Birthday
to
to
Yeah,
you.
there you go. Y'all started.
Happy birthday
Birthday to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy birthday.
birthday. He probably like,
I
Birthday,
was gonna
Frank.
spit. I was gonna spit a hot 16. I'ma chill though. This ain't.
You can rap happy birthday to him.
Yeah, but happy birthday, happy birthday.
Sorry about that, Sensei. I just wanted to take a moment to say happy birthday to him.
But no, you were talking about when we were talking about the water. So you were saying you said throw it at the wall, but I don't have anything to replace it with. So tell us what we can do: cucumber water, coconut water,
Eat hydrating fruits, melons, celery is cool. Celery, berries, all these different things help hydrate your body. But the thing is, there's no nutrients in water. Everything that's placed inside of your body is supposed to have nutrients in it. So we drink H3O. We don't drink H2O. So yeah, regular water is just
Throw that shit.
yeah, Nick. But yeah. So it's basically like water is supposed to be hydrating, right? Or that's the sales pitch that they sell you. But a lot of people still end up in the hospital dehydrated, having to be put on the IV bag just to get all these different nutrients. Yeah, because they dehydrated, because your water has no nutrients in it. It's good for flushing for the most part. It's good for flushing, and it's good for cushioning tissues and different things like that. But a lot of times drinking water, you will end up ruining your kidney, because you eliminating a lot of the good nutrients out of your body as you drink water. Yeah. And you're not doing nothing to replace them. So like drinking coconut water is full of potassium, which is good for like brain nerves or whatnot, and just cell health, being able to relay messages throughout your body.
Is it true that eating fruit is one of the best forms of receiving water?
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the best forms of water is just eating fruit, like watermelon and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even more so than spinach. Like I know does spinach have a high content of water, I think? No spinach? No, any vegetable other than just all fruit.
That's when we're going to the Dr. Sebi talk, when you talking about spinach and broccoli and all these different things like that. But a lot of those things cause more harm than good. Like spinach, broccoli, they also contribute to causing gout because of the type of iron that they have in them. It's an incomplete plant. I'm like, what's that popping up at
some of our people.
But yeah, so like, but they don't produce a lot of water. So you notice if you ever juicing spinach or something like that, you don't get too much juice from it. It got it got fiber and all that stuff in there, whatnot. But hydrating fruits is mainly melons.
What about somebody asked a question? What about alkaline water? What do you think about alkaline water?
Nah.
Jackie.
It's basically man-made water.
Yikes.
It's machine water.
Oh.
Meaning it's kind of, if I can compare it to anything, I compare it to prescribed medicine versus herbs. It'll temporarily help you for the moment.
Like a Band-Aid.
Yeah. But over time, your issues come right back. Fruit is naturally alkaline by nature. The alkaline water is naturally alkaline by a machine, which
wow.
You know what was interesting? When I was pregnant with my twins, I kept craving watermelon. Like I was literally eating a whole watermelon a day.
Yeah.
Girl, you probably was feeling amazing.
I was, but it dawned on me later. I was like, why am I constantly? I mean, I wasn't craving sweets or anything. It was just watermelon. And I realized now that because I needed the water for both of them. To be able I didn't even know my body craved it.
If you notice, the more melons and fruits that produce water, you don't drink as much water because your body doesn't crave it. It's already hydrated. You see what I'm saying? So if I eat watermelon, I don't want to drink no water. I ain't craving no water. I ain't looking for no water. I'm hydrated. You know what I mean?
Right.
So your body will kind of naturally tell you what's good.
Start eating watermelon every day again.
Yeah.
Watermelon. I got a whole watermelon in my fridge, girl, and I got some pineapples.
Okay. Oh yeah, I love pineapples.
Pineapples. What Kevin Hart say?
Pineapple.
Wait, but you know something? I noticed too since I've been working out with you, my appetite just been super chill. Like I just don't be as hungry anymore. Like it's easier for me to do what is it called? An intermediate. What is it called? The fast. The fast when you eat from I think it's like 12. Yeah, but from 12, I eat from the time of 12 to 8, and I'll be good to go. Like I really don't be that hungry. And I know, like when I used to work out at the gym, my appetite, I used to be hungry all the time. But working out with you, it's different. Like I have a very chill appetite. Like it's just so chill and mellowed out. I just feel like probably because during our sessions, I feel like I'm being fed during the session.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this? This is crazy.
Yeah, and look at this, y'all. Hey, I need another one.
and that's another thing. A lot of people look at food as just by what you place inside of your mouth. It's by what you place inside of your eyes, ears. You know, all those different things as sources of food to your body.
That's so real.
Because you can be eating the best diet in the world, but if you're around toxicness and all that, you know what I'm saying, it'll still destroy you. You still can become full of diseases and all these different things also or whatnot. So that's where the alignment is important at with the mental and spiritual health. But meaning you go to the typical gym, ain't nobody talking to you about diet and no stuff like that. You feel bad.
Like you different, boy. You different. I'm trying to tell you, sir, you're very different. I never been to a gym before where they focus on your mind, your body, and your spirit. Y'all know what this man be telling me when we be working out, and I be like, you get out my face. He be like, dig deep within yourself. Use your spirit and not your body. I didn't look. I'm telling you, I didn't work at gyms. I didn't train with people. I didn't train people. And I never heard no one tell me no stuff like that before. Like, and it's like once he say it, it's like your body naturally does it. It's like you connect to a place that's more powerful than the physical, then you're able to overcome that obstacle.
I love that. Well, I love what you said during the meditation. It stuck with me. You said you have to know your purpose. Otherwise, you will serve somebody else's purpose for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? I'm like, what? I mean, yes. The nuggets that you drop, you know, and even when we were having our session, I mean, he's just smiling the whole time. I'm like, okay, this is hurting. You know,
that's me all the time.
yeah,
I'm a smile.
he's like, come on, Nikki, smile. You got
no, Nikki, he be dancing.
Listen, my clients be like, I'm about to die. I be smiling like, you ain't
right.
Like, yes, you are. He's like, you got it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, you made, but it's contagious, right? So you smiling. I was like, shoot, I guess I'm gonna smile through this pain.
You ain't got no choices. I'm smiling whether you ain't.
Oh man.
You have
No, but
I was trying to get some sympathy. He like, no, keep going. I was like, you know, I'm almost 50, right?
Yeah. Nina go through it, and you can go away from the phone and be cussing it to the side. Nina got to deal with it in person or whatever.
Right, in person.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to come in person. I kind of want to experience it.
You take on the energy of your trainer.
True.
You know what I mean? So I always gotta be full of life because I'm passing that energy on to people that I'm working with. So that's vital that I ain't toxic. If you toxic, I can't be toxic with you. You know what I mean? If you got an attitude, I can't have one. Plus, I ain't the one working out, so I'm not about to have an attitude.
That part, look. Then I'm gonna have more of an attitude because I'm like, what you mad for?
Right.
I'm here on the floor dying, not you.
Right.
Yeah, but it's literally spiritual because I don't train people to lift weights or nothing. I train people to use what they have already. But my main thing with fitness is breathing. As long as you are focusing on your breath, as long as you are staying meditative, you will be able to push through the exercise because you look up and like Nina Gerard, boy, he be gone. He be in a whole different space.
It'd be crazy. Like you know he hurting, but it's like he's working from a place that's deeper than the physical. And he still be going. I'll be like, how are you still going? He just be like, yeah. I'm like, no.
Yeah. But
that's
like I said,
I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there.
But once you can control your breath, you can control anything that you're going through.
Yeah, this is true.
Wow.
Well, Sensei, thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much for being here and being able to introduce yourself to our community of people. I know our chat is off the chain right now.
Over here.
All of the knowledge and information. That's why I love the community that we are building. Like, even if we miss something, someone in the chat is going to fill in stuff that we miss. And we're all here to educate one another. We're not smarter than you. You're not smarter than us. We all here to vibe and to grow and learn from one another. So it's important that we share the knowledge. So everybody in the chat, I see you doing your thing. Thank you with all of the like they sharing like amazing ingredients, different things you can use to help you. So even if you're not here and you're doing like a rewatch of our podcast, please read our chat messages. It's a lot of good information in our chat. So
and I want to thank you, Nina, for introducing him to our community because I mean this is phenomenal. Like you could just be getting fine over there by yourself. You know what I mean? Finer. Let me correct myself. Finer.
Look, I said when my wedding come, look, honey, body about to be snatched. Hey, look, I'm gonna be so ready for my wedding.
Right. But I mean, thank you for sharing Sensei with me. You know, I'm so excited to continue to work with you. And we have some things that we're planning in the future, all of us together, you know, to be able to help people on a global level. So stay tuned for what we have in the works. And I'm just so excited for all the people, like you said, Nina, that are sharing these different tools. And send it out, guys. Send it out to your friends, your family members, people that you know that may be sick, that may be going through something, dealing with toxicity in their body, which we all are to some degree. But you know, order his products. Like I'm gonna order some. What's your website? We gotta put
my website is called everythingisfood.org.
Okay.
So everythingisfood.org. I got food seasoning, body wash. I got all.
I use his body wash for show.
Yeah, all
Okay,
types.
so I'm gonna have to go shopping at your
Yeah,
website,
come on.
evidently.
Yeah. He will have online classes pretty soon, guys. So please just inbox him, send him a message. His Instagram is right here, right next to his name. So if you type in that on Instagram, you can find him, DM him, and soon as he get his online up and running, you guys will be good to go. Just follow him and just stay tuned.
Please do.
Yes.
I
All right.
appreciate y'all so much. Y'all
All right.
doing great
You
for the
do.
community.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Peace,
All right.
love, and happiness. I love
Always.
y'all. Y'all take care tonight. Peace.
All right. Yeah. Bless.